So, I just watched the Minecraft film. I'm not gonna mince words and just say that, yeah, that's not a very good movie at all. It's pretty bad. Like, plot-wise, it's not really great. Characters is probably one of the worst things out of the whole thing. The visuals are, they're like kind of half and half. I don't know, the movie is not very great. I think you've already known this about this movie before even going into it. The reviews aren't very good. The only people giving it high praises are just people that just kind of like garbage to begin with. You know, general audiences aren't very smart, let's just say that. It doesn't matter, if you enjoy it, that's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you, but I am going to hold it against you if you say this is like the greatest film you ever watched. It's a masterpiece, it deserves an Oscar, because I know there's people out there that say these type of things. And I don't know if they're like, I'm not saying this to be mean. I don't know if you're like or children when they say these things. Anyway, let's get to talk about the film. I did have a good time. The audience is like part of the experience for watching this. You might want to hold off watching this week, maybe even the next, due to how rowdy the audience can be. Yeah, like, just check Twitter, but I don't think that's like every movie theater, because the one I went to was just full of children and they stayed pretty calm. That's quite ironic, considering the people that are getting kicked out are adults. You know, they're young, they're probably like in their 20s, maybe 18 or 19, but they're still adults, okay? They're getting kicked out, they're acting stupid, and, you know, children are, well, more behaved than them. And I thought it was just, yeah, this was a fun experience. So, like, my only connection to Minecraft is, like, I used to play it back in the day, when it, you know, it was still in beta, it wasn't even out yet, but I used to grief the shit out of people just to piss them off. I didn't really build anything. That's my creative process out of that whole game. Is just what I got out of it, is just finding ways to grief people in the game. A lot of it is just due to memes and my brother playing the game. That video with Mike Matei, you know, it's probably in the background as I review this movie. Minecraft with Inspector Gadget, that's pretty much all I got out of this whole lore with Minecraft. I never really was a big fan, but when the kids started calling things out in the theater, I was like, yeah, I know what that is. I know what every one of these things are, so I guess I'm not too blind going in like a 40-year-old parent. So yeah, I know what Minecraft is, I guess. Well, the plot is just, you know, they're basic. Let's get back to our real world. We got trapped into the video game world and we have to get back, and for the most part that's what it really is. There are some side plot lines, but they're kind of non-existent. A lot of it is just set pieces going from one spot to another, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really like it. I mean, it doesn't deserve to have that much more than that. I mean, it's just another video game film, but we've kind of seen it a ton of times, so whatever, it doesn't matter. The first few scenes I kind of do enjoy. This build up and all of that, it's kind of like tongue-in-cheek. I mean, it does have a sense of humor how stupid it all is. A lot of the line reads are, I'm not even gonna go there. The plot, yeah, it's just whatever. Steve gets fed up with his real world and goes into the Minecraft world, and like, yeah, that's it. He gets taken over by I forget what the fuck they're called, the pig things. It doesn't matter, it's just one of those, we have to go back to our world, and that's pretty much it. The characters, on the other hand, are probably one of the worst things about this. It's like they're very underwritten except for like 2 characters, and one of them is just him being himself, that being Jack Black. Jack Black as Steve is just Jack Black. That's pretty much all you need to know. Steve doesn't have a character, so they just gave him Jack Black's persona, and he just says all these phrases, and yeah, that's all his character pretty much is. He doesn't really have one. Jason Momoa is probably the better character, and he's a lot of fun. I do enjoy his character. It's a Billy Mitchell type of character. A video game player that hasn't gotten over the past. He has a video game shop, and if I were living in this area, I'd probably go there. Unless he has those prices that you see at every video game shop that are like $10 overpriced on something I can just get on eBay. He has financial troubles and he needs to recover. That's pretty much all it is. Henry, I think this is supposed to be a main character. He's kind of supposed to be, but not really. He's the kid character for the kids to relate to, you know, because he knows how to do all the stuff in the Minecraft world. And he's a creative, and he's bullied for it, I guess. It doesn't really show any of that in the movie, other than just one time. The art teacher tells him to draw a still life, and he does this other shit, and it's like, that's not holding you back. That's just the teacher telling you to do the assignment. I mean, you can add this stupid jetpack when you're done with it. You're not being oppressed here. The only time he gets bullied is when he makes that jetpack and one of the guys cuts one of the wires and causes him to make a big mess out of everything at his sister's job, played by Emma Myers. And I will say this one thing. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to say anything. I think she did well. It's just the character and the material she's given is like bare bones. Their parents die or something and they have to live in this house, and she has some shitty job as a person that takes over socials for this potato chip company with only 75 followers. It's some bullshit made up job. It's whatever. The two kind of don't get along during the trip to the Minecraft world. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. This movie doesn't do anything with those two. I mean, there is plot there. There's something to be had there. It's just that there's nothing. And then there's this other character, Danielle. I think that's the actress. I don't know her real name in the movie. I don't even know if I switched them around. It doesn't matter. Danielle. She's just there for no reason. Just to add another character. Even she says something in the movie like, what am I even doing here? Like, okay. If I was writing this, I would have written something, at least a little plot with her. There's nothing here. Speaking of these two female characters, I'm not trying to say anything bad about them. They did fine. I really like Emma Myers. Danielle, I haven't seen anything she's been in, but I've heard it's very good. If you want to see either of these two, you're going to be disappointed. Emma Myers is very good in stuff like Wednesday, and her best is in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I think if you want to see her for anything, it's in that. Danielle, she's in The Color Purple, which I didn't know there was even a remake of that. But yeah, they split the two girls apart, and this is like a guy movie for most of the time. They don't really do anything with that. I don't know why they split them apart. I think it's just because they can't juggle 5 characters at once or something like that. Which is like, why would you write 5 characters if you can't do anything with them? So yeah, 5 characters, and only like 2 of them have a connection, and Steve and Jason, I forget Jason's character, Garrett. They have a connection, they have fun, and then they do all this stuff together, and I do enjoy that. This should have been the movie itself, just 2 guys, and that's it. But you know, they have to include a kid because it's Minecraft. They have to include these other 2 for some reason, for plot that they don't really expand on. And for the look of the film, I don't really like it that much. It just looks like people on the green screen. It doesn't really mesh too well. The good thing is that they kind of do have sets in this movie. A lot of the stuff, some of the stuff is practical, but it's all so CGI that it doesn't really look that great. This is also directed by the guy that made Napoleon Dynamite. And I guess some of the humor is in there. It's just that some of the line reads don't really mesh well with the movie. It's just like, it feels separated, like one line read from another, and some reaction shot from another. It doesn't go well. I don't know if that's done on purpose or anything, but it's kind of weird. Well, yes, you probably will have a few laughs here and there, but the movie isn't great or anything. It's just, as some people say, slop. Like, maybe it had some meddling done in here and there. So yeah, the movie, I think I'd have to give it a 4 out of 10. I don't think it's great. It doesn't look great. I came in here to watch something with Emma Myers. She's not in here. I know a lot of you are simpletons for her. I'm a simp too. Some of my followers are too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm here for that too, but she's barely in this, and I hope she gets something bigger than this. She's in the new Angry Birds movie. Has a huge cast of characters. I can't imagine her having that much either in that. Jason was the best part about this. Jack Black, he's just himself. Danielle, non-existent. The kid that played Henry. I hope you get better material next time. So yeah, this shit movie pissed me off to some regard. go see it, or don't. Maybe just wait for it on Blu-ray. I'll definitely will buy this on Blu-ray 4K as much as I shit talk this, because I did have a good time. It's just not a good movie, and I know I have my guilty pleasures too, so just because I call it bad doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. Anyway, that's been it. I hope you got something out of this, maybe just had a different viewpoint or something. Get me into the next film. I'll do a better job writing, maybe expand upon it, write some more dialogue for a lot of these characters. I definitely would have written some for the kid and Emma Myers. Definitely Danielle. Maybe put me in the movie. I'd love to act. I do want to take that off my bucket list and act, Warner Brothers. If you're watching this, Emma, or the kid that played Henry, sorry I forgot your name, which you're probably most likely to watch this garbage anyway because it's on YouTube, and I think those two watch YouTube. So yeah, get me in that. No, it's not worth trying.
Oh look, a free iPad.